Hey there, my friend. Welcome back to the Chris Josh Show. I'm so happy you're here with me. Today, we're talking about something very important: negative thought patterns. Have you ever caught yourself thinking, I'm not good enough, or nothing ever works out for me? Well, you're not alone. Negative thoughts can sneak in and make us feel bad about ourselves. But guess what? We don't have to let them win. So, get comfy, grab a drink, and let's talk about how to stop those thoughts from taking over. Oh, and stick around because later I'll share 5 fun facts and 5 funny jokes to keep things light. Let's get into it. What are negative thought patterns? Negative thought patterns are like bad habits in your mind. They make you doubt yourself, feel sad, and stop you from reaching your goals. These thoughts come in many forms. Maybe you always expect the worst, or you blame yourself for everything. Maybe you think, if I fail once, I'll never be good at it. These thoughts are tricky. They feel real, but they aren't always true. Just because you think something doesn't mean it's a fact. Our minds can play tricks on us. Let's talk about some negative thoughts that might sound familiar. Number 1, all or nothing thinking. This is when you believe things are either all good or all bad. Like, if I mess up once, I'm a total failure. Number 2, overgeneralization. This is when one bad thing happens and you think everything will always be bad. Like, I failed this test, so I'll never be smart. Number 3, mind reading. This is when you assume people are thinking bad things about you. Like, they didn't text back, they must not like me. Number 4, blaming yourself. You think everything is your fault, even when it's not. And number 5, catastrophizing. You believe the worst will happen no matter what. Like, if I make a mistake at work, I'll get fired. Do any of these sound like thoughts you've had? Don't worry, you're not alone. The good news is, we can fix them. How to stop negative thinking. The first step is to notice when you're having a negative thought. Ask yourself, is this thought really true? Most of the time, it's not. Here are some ways to stop those negative thoughts. Number 1, challenge the thought. If you think, I'm not good at anything, stop and ask yourself, is that true? What are things I am good at? Number 2, replace it with a positive thought. Instead of, I can't do this, try, this is hard, but I'm learning. Number 3, be kind to yourself. Talk to yourself like you would talk to a friend. You wouldn't tell a friend, you're a failure, so don't say it to yourself. Number 4, write it down. Sometimes, writing your thoughts helps you see that they're not as scary as they feel. And number 5, focus on the present. Instead of worrying about what might happen, focus on what you can do right now. All right, let's take a little break and have some fun. Here are 5 fun facts that you might not know. Are you ready? Let's go. Number 1, St. Lucia is the only country in the world named after a woman. Number 2, Apple paid a couple $1.7 million for their plot of land, which was only worth $181,700. Number 3, standing around burns calories. On average, a 150-pound person burns 114 calories per hour while standing and doing nothing. Number 4, although GPS is free for the world to use, It costs $2 million per day to operate. The money comes from American tax revenue. And number 5, in World War II, Germany tried to collapse the British economy by dropping millions of counterfeit bills over London. Wasn't that cool? Now, let's get back to our topic. The power of positive thinking. When you stop negative thoughts, you make room for positive ones. Positive thinking isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to see the good in situations. Try this. Every morning, think of one good thing about yourself. Maybe you're a good worker. Maybe you're a good friend. Maybe you make awesome pancakes. Whatever it is, remind yourself of it. When you have a negative thought, replace it with a positive one. Over time, your brain will get used to thinking in a positive way. All right, it's time for some laughs. Here are 5 funny jokes to make your day better. You ready? Let's go. Number 1. How do you keep a bagel from getting away? Put locks on it. Number 2. Yesterday, I saw a guy spill all his Scrabble letters on the road. I asked him, "What's the word on the street?" Number 3. Did you hear about the actor who fell through the floorboards? He was just going through a stage. Number 4. Why did the Oreo go to the dentist? Because he lost his filling. And number 5. Did you hear about the claustrophobic astronaut? He just needed a little space. Hope that brought a smile to your face. Laughter is a great way to stop negative thoughts, so keep laughing. Let me tell you a quick story. I once knew someone who always doubted themselves. They wanted to start a business, but kept thinking, "I'll fail. No one will support me." One day, they decided to change their mindset. Instead of thinking, "I'll fail," they said, "I'll try my best." Instead of, "No one will support me," they said, "I'll find people who believe in me." Guess what? They started their business, and it worked. Why? Because they stopped letting negative thoughts control them. If they can do it, so can you. Before we wrap up, here are some quick tips to remember. Number 1, your thoughts are not always facts. Number 2, challenge negative thoughts with truth. Number 3, replace bad thoughts with good ones. Number 4, be kind to yourself. You matter. And number 5, focus on the present, not the what ifs. All right, so we covered a lot today. Negative thoughts can feel big, but you're bigger than them. Remember, your mind is powerful, and you get to decide what you believe. Thanks for hanging out with me today on The Chris Josh Show. If you like this episode, share it with a friend. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Also, don't forget to check out my YouTube channel and my website. The links are in the description. I'll see you next time. Stay positive, stay strong, and remember, you are amazing.